Hello and welcome to Arkham Asylum. There are many patients here of different shapes and sizes. When interacting with certain patients, you must keep these guidelines in mind. We will now tell you the guidelines for interacting with patient number 061940. Number 1. Don't provoke or antagonize this patient. At Arkham, we strive to foster a positive environment for our patients. Number 2. Do not discuss personal, private topics with this patient. Your personal life is your own, and your safety is important to us. Our patients have somewhat aggressive tendencies. Number 3. Take inventory of the items in this patient's room. There should not be any extra items. Number 4. Even if it appears the cell is empty, or contains a fellow staff member or civilian, do not open the cell. It is paramount that the cell remains sealed at all times to keep this patient contained.
This is Professor Hugo Strange. It is March 13th, 1993. I've taken to documenting my experimentation with a formula developed by Dr. Kirk Langstrom, a recent addition to the patient population of Arkham Asylum. I've deconstructed his formula and repurposed it in order to study its adverse effects. I will be testing it on Basil Karlo, a former actor recently convicted and sentenced to Arkham for murdering his fellow cast members. I will photograph the process and offer my notes. March 14th, 1993. Today I introduced the altered formula into the test subject. No noticeable effect in the first hour, but after 2 hours, the subject began vomiting violently. We'll continue observation. March 15th, 1993. Subject has begun losing hair and has a pale appearance. His skin seems to be drooping, and eyes are bloodshot, almost red. Subject appears to be in excruciating pain. His screams echo throughout the compound, but they blend with the screaming of countless others. We'll continue observation. March 16th, 1993. Subject has begun to seemingly decompose while still alive. Flesh that had previously clung to bone is dropping off, and the subject's skeleton is visible in various places. Subject has ceased screaming. He seems to be incapable of doing so any longer. We'll continue observation. March 17th, 1993. Subject has dissolved entirely. All that remains is a pile of necrotic, odorous flesh and bone. In spite of this, it still moves. Its undulations are fascinating to me, as they give some semblance of still being alive. It is a truly remarkable phenomenon. We'll continue to observe. March 18th, 1993. It's unbelievable. The pile of bone and flesh has begun to take form. It is not fully capable of achieving any semblance of a person, yet it seems to have developed rudimentary facial features, eyes, a mouth. It gathers more strength by the hour. We'll continue observation. March 19th, 1993. It is a historic day. The subject has fully reformed from a necrotic mass into a humanoid form. It is amorphous and shifting, but holding vague shape nonetheless. It also is capable of producing sounds not unlike a voice, though it is unable to truly speak. These developments continue to amaze me. As I look at it through the protective glass, it seems to recognize me. I could have sworn I saw it attempt to mimic my facial features and skin pigmentation. We'll continue to observe. March 20th, 1993. We thought we had misplaced the subject today. It was only through my keen eye that we realized there was an extra chair in the room. As one of my employees approached it, it suddenly shifted back to a humanoid shape and grabbed the staff member. What happened then was what I can only describe as monstrous. Its touch seemed acidic, burning and dissolving my employee. It then absorbed his mass into its own. It seemed to take on a more human form upon doing so, but it is anything but human now. March 21st, 1993. The subject has escaped containment. We are unsure where it is or even who it is posing as. One of my employees arrived early and alleged that they saw myself within the confines of the laboratory. The figure claimed that the subject had escaped and locked him within. Upon opening the door, my doppelganger fled the scene and shifted back to its amorphous form. The test subject may now be anyone, and could even get loose in the city. How unfortunate.